all of this is running over to the garden. And you can see it's like a river. What's up, guys? Stan here from Rocky Creek. I just can't get a break on this weather. Temperature-wise, we finally were where we needed to be after having the crazy frost we shouldn't have had. And now we have had non-stop rain for 3 days. I work in public safety. We're on standby. So the creek, let me get a little peek at this creek right here. Guys, you can see that creek is rolling. This creek, it always has water in it for the most part, but it's getting pretty close to coming out of the bank. That shows you how close it is to coming out of the banks. Usually we can walk underneath this bridge. I probably have about 1.5 feet before it reaches our bridge. So guys, it's rained three days now. And it's supposed to carry on all the way through tomorrow and is gonna go on and off pretty much throughout the weekend, and we'll finally get some relief, I think, around Sunday. So I'm really worried about our garden because water kind of runs down towards it. So we're gonna go check on it, and hopefully it's not flooded out yet, but we also gotta feed the animals real quick. The one thing is with a homestead, no matter what the weather is, the animals will always have to be cared for. We got a friend up the road from us. They just called us. They have pigs, goats, and just got some chickens. They also have some rabbits that they bought from us. And their barn's flooded. And so they're having to move their animals and improvise. So you gotta take care of the animals. So like right now, we need to go take care of ours too. What's up, brother? This will give you an idea of how much rain we got. I was gonna do a video on this coming out here pretty soon once the weather got better, but we put these little pools. We got one in Mater's pen. It was completely empty 2 days ago. You can see it is completely full now. That's how much rain we've gotten. I think last time we had checked, we had gotten around, it's close to 5 inches of rain, and they're expecting about another 2 to 3 inches. I dumped out Mater's bowl this morning and it's already full of water. That's just from this morning. Hey, get off my pants. Guys, no matter what though, you gotta always find a silver lining to what's going on. So I talked to you about trying to get this seed to grow in Mater's pen. Well, the good thing is that's one thing the rain is helping out. I think Clover likes rain, but hopefully you can see it, but you can see all this green here, green all down through here. So if there's anything good about all this, see all this green here starting to come in, that seed is starting to take off with all this rain. So we can try to always find a little bit of good in a big problem. Let's go down here and feed everybody else real quick, and then we're gonna have to check on the garden. It'll seem like I got a light time in the rain, and then as soon as I start moving around, it always picks up. What's up, Olivia? What's up, Henry? You guys don't mind the wet, do you? All right, let's get these guys fed. Say hi, Olivia. How you doing? You good? Later. What's up, brother? What you no good? Come on, guys. Come on, let's go. Come on, leave. Hey. Same thing with them. This bowl was emptied this morning. Filled up with water again. Good, guys. Y'all enjoy. I might need to get them some more bedding. For some reason, they pushed all their bedding out, so probably get them some dry bedding. It's not wet in there, but I don't want them laying just on the wooden floor. So let's get the egg layers taken care of. I did check on the meat birds, but I gave them a lot of food this morning knowing how the weather was, and their water's good, so I really didn't have to mess with them, but they're all doing fine. Just want to make sure you know that we haven't lost any more meat birds since we lost those very first few Cornish crosses early on. This chicken pen is kind of a mess though. I look at Q-Tip. Q-Tip hair is a wreck. All these guys are like a bunch of drowned rats running through here. If you notice, the little ones are with the big ones, no problem. Guys, like I said, always got to find a silver lining. So just to update you on the integration of the new chickens, I really don't think it could have went in. Good God, we hear you, Q-Tip. Hey, quiet down. Q-Tip's such a drama queen. Anyways, the integration went fantastic. There was very little pecking or issues at all with these birds. The integration went fantastic. You know, we let them out. We put them on the roost that night, which you saw in the video. When we came out here that next morning, everybody was good to go. They were all on the roost. They came out. That first day, you know, the little ones kind of stayed to themselves. Luckily, they were pretty fast. I did have, you know, 1 or 2 of the big chickens kind of peck at them when they went to go get some food. But otherwise, really, other than that first day, went fine. That night, I was a little concerned about whether or not they would roost up on their own, but I came out right as the sun was starting to go down, and I was amazed. They were all roosted up. The little ones were roosted by themselves, but then the next day, about half of them had roosted in with a few of the other big ones. And now today, I mean, you can see they're with each other, no problems at all. It is the smoothest integration of chickens to my flock that I've ever had. I think that crate idea, it worked fantastic. Now, my biggest concern of everything today is checking on my garden, because we have a problem. This area, you can see how saturated it gets. When we moved into this property, all of this area through here did not have this grass. All the way down this path, you can see it makes like a river. And all of this was very high brush when we moved in. I knew I wanted to do my garden down there because the way our property is and as rocky it is, that was my best location. So we had this bush hog down, and now I've been getting grass in here. But until that grass really gets established, we have big time water issues, and it's like a little river running all the way down to our garden. It only gets like this when we get these long days of rain. But you can see all of this water, and this is why I'm so worried right now about this garden, because it is like a river. I mean, guys, look at this. It is deep as all get out heading down here. So let's see what we got going on. Here's my worries. Right now, I got a bit of pooling of water here, and I got a bunch more right there, and we're not looking good at all on the far end. Let's go over there and check that out. You can see right here, you can see the water just running onto my mat and down all this stuff. And I have a major issue down here now too. I think I got a problem. So you can see all of this is running over to the garden. And you can see it's like a river running down. You can see the water moving, hopefully. It's all just running across it, coming down through here, and it's running right there. I'm really hoping this rain is gonna back off pretty soon, because the real bummer is, guys, the temperatures had bounced back. I really thought we were doing good. And I mean, the stuff in the garden was starting to boom back. Let me go inside here and show you what I'm talking about. I was all bummed out about how things were going in the garden for a little bit, but look at it now. Stuff is rocking. Look, lettuce is doing awesome. Look at these radishes and turnips, filling in great. I've already thinned those things out numerous times. Look at these onions. I mean, they're popping up. Almost every one of them is popping up. Look at my cabbage. Cabbage plants were coming in great. I mean, these things were booming. My Brussels sprouts, these guys have like doubled since I last showed them to you. Some of these cucumbers that I thought were done were starting to bounce back. My green beans are getting drowned right now. Look at this. Look at all that water sitting on that green bean. That's got me worried. So guys, I'm trying to stay positive. I really thought we were finally out of our problems with weather after the frost. I'm fingers crossed that maybe the rain won't be as bad as it is. I'm fingers crossed that work, you know, I'm not gonna have to get called into work and we're gonna have to deal with that stuff. But I just want to give you a little update. You know, you can't predict the weather, and the homesteading's got to carry on despite the weather, but you can't let it beat you down. I told you in the last video, guys, you just got to do something. And no matter what, we're gonna bounce back. And I'm just telling myself, you know, I got seeds started, so if somehow this stuff gets flooded out, we're gonna find a way to deal with it, and we're gonna bounce back from it. But guys, I just wanted to share a quick video with you, kind of show you what we got going on with the weather, what we're battling right now. I know there's a lot of you out there have homesteads, especially out there in the Midwest. You know, you deal with a lot more than we do, but it's frustrating at times because you put so much time and work in to see, you know, something like this start to impact it, or you finally start to get ahead and then bounce back, get ahead and you bounce back. But you know what, we're gonna get through it. But on a good note, chicken integration went fantastic. My plants, they were bouncing back. Hopefully they'll hang on. And the green grass in Mater's pen starting to grow with all this rain. So guys, we're gonna turn this around. We're gonna make it a good thing. Just wanna share that with you, and we'll see you on the next episode. Y'all be safe, y'all be good. Appreciate y'all.